boring. We just do like little things that make it look a little more highly produced, and it's a good mix of the two.
If we gave all of us the same script, we'd all make totally different things. So I think that it's about embracing your own voice and how you want to tell something, and not being afraid of that, and not trying to emulate too much. You can always like be inspired by stuff, but don't copy.
I don't know, it would be something where I wouldn't have to be on camera that much, but I do actually, I like to like give editing tips and stuff, because I feel like everyone wants to do that. Not that there's,
Buenos Diaz and welcome to VidCon. That was my early morning first start of VidCon, and now it's lunchtime, and I'm missing one little buddy of mine, and that's my daughter Brisa, who's come along for the ride most years, but she's in Italy. I'm gonna try to get her on FaceTime right now. All right, we're calling her. That was a little unsuccessful. Maybe she'll call me back. She's in Italy, and it's about 8 o'clock there right now, 8 p.m. in the evening. Day's going pretty well. What I try to get out of VidCon is what I try to get out of most conferences that I go to, is just pick things that I can adapt. They might not be pertinent or relatable 100% to me, but you should always be able to go into any conference, any presentation, and be able to gain something from it, whether it be an inspiration or it be a tool or something that you can utilize in your craft. It's definitely always something that I'm keeping an open mind to, and that's what today's about in the next couple days, so I'm looking forward to it. Brisa calls, we'll do breaking news and we'll cut in, but for now I'm gonna get back to my lunch. Well, lunch is done. I have finished VidCon for the day. I'm just waiting for my ride, which would be Jackie coming to get me, but she's about really good day, a day of reflection. I met a lot of super cool people. One in particular who got me thinking about just the path that I'm on. We're all on similar journeys, like what's next, what's in our future, you know, what do we still need to do to get X, Y, and Z accomplished and done. And so his line of work is totally different. I'm in education, and then I'm a video or YouTube creator. And while he is not necessarily even in, just barely started up social media, but he feels like it's the next step for him and his wife. They run a dance lessons studio, if you will. We just got to talking about how him and his wife can start to utilize social media or a video platform to increase their bandwidth or their width in order to reach out to more customers, because right now it's just them two, and then they're slowly bringing other people in to do private sessions and things of that nature, but it still requires a lot of personnel to accomplish something like that. So where can he go is really interesting to me. He was a really good listener as I was talking about my story and being in education, but yet vlogging and kind of vlogging my life and what were the connections to what I was doing and how to get more traction. I think in the end, that's everybody's list of things that they want to get accomplished, is to have a bigger subscribership in terms of people that are actually engaging with content that you create. And I think that's somewhat of the purpose, is to get your message out there and across. So it was a really good day. Some of the things, just looking at some of my notes, I went to a session on sound, how to improve your sound. It was a beginner session, so Not that I know it all, but I was doing a lot of the things that they were already talking about. I kind of soundproofed my room. But when you're outside in this kind of environment with lots of noise, a lot of traffic in and around the area, there's not too much you can do for outside run and gun shooting, except have a mic that's more directional. I do have a wind guard on it. It actually works. Hopefully the sound is, because it's blowing all over the place. So hopefully it is deflecting all of the sound. And that was just good to hear what other people are actually there asking questions about in terms of sound and how to improve their videos and sound. So sound is super important. Obviously, if you can't hear me, you're clicking off. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Another one was on thumbnails, some of the top things to help support your thumbnails to get that initial, because that's actually, your thumbnail is your billboard into your videos. So faces and eye contact is like number one. So make sure that your face or someone's face and eyes make that connection to the person that would be viewing your thumbnail, because that does something to the cones and rods in your eyes in terms of when you're viewing that thumbnail. So I don't know the science behind that exactly, but there is an emotion that's behind that theory and that thought process. So faces and eye contact on all your thumbnails. Bright contrast backgrounds, or even yellow. Yellow is like the number one color. If you start seeing yellow backgrounds on all mine, is maybe I'm trying some things. But advanced concepts such as, now this isn't necessarily on your thumb, well, it has to do with your thumbnail, and that is whatever you're portraying on your thumbnail, make sure that when you lead in with your actual video, that within the first 20 seconds, you're actually talking about what that is being portrayed on your thumbnail. So that's the value proposition. You can't, you shouldn't be waiting 2 minutes to talk about what is on your thumbnail. Lead in so people don't click off. What's kind of the main ideas there for the thumbnail one, and talked a little bit about titles, try to create great headlines, use buzzwords, use emotionally loaded words, try to create that information gap. Why should people want to click on your title and your thumbnail? So those are just some of the things I learned today. It was a good day. I'm exhausted. And but in a good way. I had a really good day, and so that is day one of VidCon. Hey, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Leave me a comment if you have some question or would just like to comment on something that I talked about today. And I want to let you know that all of you really mean a lot to me, that you're clicking on here and you're checking my content out. I appreciate it. Give me a like. It really helps more than you know. And remember, always sprinkle a little bit of fun in your life. And when you're having that fun, remember to always keep it fun enough. All right, outro.